Your baby, or Toto as we call them here in Kenya, is 6 months old and they are ready to start eating solids. And most of you are wondering, how do I start feeding them? What food is a good food? Today, we're going to prepare one of the meals that's great as a starter food. One of the meals that's great, that gives your baby energy, it is easy to digest, it's a great starter food, is oats. And oat porridge is a favorite for most of us for breakfast or as a snack. But for most oats or rolled oats, they tend to be quite chunky. And you know, for a baby who's just starting on solids, they might not be able to eat very chunky food. So how do we prepare these oats so that they become easy and nice and comfortable for your baby to eat? So what we're going to do is, if you have a grinder at home, we're going to grind these oats and make our own oat flour. And then we're going to prepare the oat porridge. So right here, I've got my grinder. And I'm going to just, pick the oats. And I'll just maybe grind a few tablespoons of it so that we can make the flour. Let's see how this works. And voila! We've got a nice oat consistency, a nice oat flour. That's easy to make, as you can see. It's really nice and makes a flour just like you can find in any shop. So you don't have to actually look for oat flour, you can make it yourself. And then now we're going to prepare this oat flour porridge for your baby. And so you're going to just, I'm not a chef, so I don't go too much into the details of, quarter teaspoon, whatever. So sometimes I use my eyes, but basically, if you want to prepare 2 to 3 tablespoons, which is the amount of food that your baby should take. So we will take 2 tablespoons of this flour, and I'm gonna just put it in my pan, and I'll put 2 tablespoons of the oat flour. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of water, or 4. Just so that we make a nice consistency of the oat, and we might add the water if we need a bit more. And I'll go right here and light up my fire. And what you do with the flour is basically stir it up. And oats cook pretty quickly. In maybe 3 minutes or so, they're ready. So it's a quick meal that you can prepare for your baby. And so you keep stirring on till you feel like it's gotten good. And I can see it's a bit chunky, so I'll just add a bit of water. As I said, it's not that complicated. You just need to keep stirring until it cooks, and it cooks pretty quickly. So as you cook, you will notice that it continues to thicken up. You can add a bit of water if it's too thick, but you can continue cooking, and it will become nice and smooth in a nice consistency. And then usually I just count 3 minutes and it's actually ready. And our 3 minutes are up, and our porridge is nice and thick, yet not too thick for the baby. It becomes nice, soft, smooth. Oats have a lot of starch, so you'll notice that it keeps thickening. The more you keep it in the fire, it keeps thickening. But in 3 minutes, it's ready. Remember, you've made it into a flour, so it's easy. And our porridge is ready. You will notice that it's a nice consistency. it is nice and smooth. So I'm going to serve it for my baby right here. And remember, babies when they start off, they take 2 to 3 tablespoons. So I'll just count 2 tablespoons there. And that's good. Put that back there. And then I want to flavor my oat porridge or make it a bit flavorful for the baby. And your baby can actually take yogurt at 6 months. It's for small amounts of yogurt are great. They will help line the baby's gut with good bacteria. And so I will take, just a little of the yogurt. And this is natural yogurt, not the flavored ones. We're going to add our own flavor. So I've just put like a teaspoon of the yogurt. And I'm going to flavor my baby's porridge with a banana. And usually when you're feeding a baby bananas, look for the very ripe ones. The ones that don't look too pretty. They have little dots. Means they are quite ripe and less likely to cause constipation in the baby, because the baby is able to digest that starch better because the banana is ripe. And I'm just adding a very small amount. That's actually enough. I will take a fork and I will mash that banana up like that. So it's just a small piece. So at 6 months, your baby is actually able to handle very little texture, but textures that they're not too lumpy, so that the baby is able to swallow. And so if you mash with a fork, that makes the texture pretty good for baby. And so you come and add that together right there. And then I mix that up together. So the yogurt was cold, so it is even helping cool the porridge, so that it makes it really nice for baby. So for the texture of the food, it's important for the food to be thick enough so that it gives your baby enough energy. If the food is too watery, it will not provide enough energy for your baby, and that's gonna be bad for your baby, because your baby will not add weight. Your baby tends to not have energy, and they need all the energy to grow and to play and do all the things that they need to do. So right there. So we are going to now check out the texture of our porridge, and as you can see, it's dropping from the spoon and not pouring. If it's pouring like water, like the way this water is pouring, that's not supposed to be the kind of texture your baby should be eating. It should be dropping from the spoon. And guess what? You always taste your baby's food. It needs to be tasty. So I'm gonna just taste. It's actually tasty. I can still feel some texture. So that texture will help your baby figure out, I need to chew my food. And even if they don't have teeth, they're able to, see your baby playing around with that texture, but yet it is soft enough for them to swallow without choking. And they're able to figure out, okay, when food is in the mouth, I chew it. It is tasty. It is nutritious. It's great. So enjoy as you prepare your baby some oat porridge for breakfast. I am here for you. So if you've got any question, any query, any challenge, anything that you're going through and you just need another voice to take you through it, get in touch with me. You can DM me, you can write me a text, you can, WhatsApp me. But you know what? Better yet, take a video, a short video, WhatsApp it to me, and the next show might just be about you.